there in a 101.81. Brianna Stevens, 101.83. Real close race by those young ladies, but Rose Stanko comes from behind and win it in 101.83. Coming up is Section 3. We have Riley Hall scheduled in 1. Madison McCrary of Florida, a 7th grader, in 2. Cameron Bruce, Florida, in 3. Isabella Haas of Colorado in 4. Darian Rhodes of Arkansas in 5. Avila Jennings of Florida in 6. Emily Kate Longmire of Florida in 7. And Ava Hissler in 8. Watch for Avila Jennings in lane 6. But this is Section 3, girls 400 meters.
Avila Jennings, Florida, and Ava Heiser, Huntsville, Alabama.
Have the girls stand in here. Looks like we have Madison McCrary in 2, Bruce in 3, Rhodes in 5, Jennings in 6, and Heiser in 8. Guns up, and the young ladies are underway. That is Haas and Jennings out there in lanes 5 and 6 in the lead as they go with 200 meters to go. That is Isabella Haas there in lane 5, starting to pull away. See if Haas can hang on here. Looks like she's going to. I might have the wrong name here. I have lane 5. Excuse me, that was Darian Rhodes. That was Darian Rhodes in 58.55, and Avila Jennings 59.42. Cameron Bruce 59.55. So Darian Rhodes, and I apologize for that, takes heat 3. She is from Arkansas in 58.55. Girls coming out for section 4 of 5 here. Nyla Robinson of Florida, we saw her last night win the last section 2 of the girls 800, I believe in 2:13. Goes to IMG. We have Kendall Fallon of Texas, Emmy Goodall of Alabama, Mia Donovan of Alabama, Katrina Williams of Alabama, Madeline Jeansom of Alabama, Mia Martin of Alabama, and Ava Riggin of Arkansas. Robinson with 2:13 800 meter speed in lane 1. Watch for her. She is part of a national and scholastic 4x8 record at the Penn Relays run by the IMG girls. And we're going to see a couple more of them here in the 400 meters. Meters to go for the girls. Here we go, coming into the straightaway. About 200 to go. That is it. And here comes Williams. Or Robinson, I should say. Robin starting to pull ahead here at the finish. And that is Anila Robinson, your IMG sophomore. And Robinson takes it in 56.78. Mia Donovan of Alabama in 56.91. Kendall Fallon 57.27. But the sophomore from Florida, 2:13.800 last night, takes it. And this is section 5 coming up. We have Stiletti of South Carolina in 1, Dombrowski of South Carolina in 2, Mackenzie Winning, one of the other girls from IMG. She was 3rd last night in the 800 meters in your championship race with a 2:07. Aria Pierce of Kansas in 4, Zoe Dorsey of North Carolina in 5. The winner of your girls' 800-meter championship race last night in 2:06, Aurora Bertelsen del Solar of Florida and IMG in 6. Malaya Johnson of Arkansas in 7, and Emerson Yelverton of Mississippi. But watch for Winning and Bertelsen del Solar to take this out. Winning last night in 2:07 in 3rd. Bertelsen del Solar ran a 2:06. All of these girls, along with Robinson and a young lady named Danielle Graham, who we'll see later tonight in your girls' mile championship, were part of a new Scholastic 4x8 that they ran at the Penn Relays last spring. Watch lanes 6 and lanes 3. Blue bottom, white top here. And that is lane 4. Aria Pierce. Pace out. Pierce out way fast. Bertelsen there right behind her. And Winning's coming up on the inside. But Pierce out very fast with about 180 to go. Can Pierce hang on? The lady went out fast. Bear starting to jump on her just a little bit. And here comes Bertelsen del Solar. That is Bertelsen del Solar. I don't know if she has enough room though. And that is Aria Pierce taking your girls 400 meters here, 54.90. Bertelsen del Solar second, 55.28. Kathleen Dombrowski in 3rd with a 56.46. Mackenzie Winning 4th, 57.15. Krista Stiletti in 5th with a 58.34, and Emerson Yelverton in 6th with a 58.40. That was your girls 400. Coming up is going to be, I believe, your boys 400 meters. Am I on? Coming up will be a boys ambulatory 400 meters. As they get set. We have one section of your boys ambulatory. See if there's one young man in this. And we do. His name is Daniel Figueroa of Alabama. He is a junior. So Figueroa, the junior, will be your lone ambulatory contestant here. And he is what they call a blade runner. He has one blade. We do see several. And he is on his mark here. Daniel Figueroa. See the young man here. Those prosthetics that they run in are fairly expensive. They are fit just for them. And he won the 800 last night. Daniel Figueroa. Coming up about 120 to go for Figueroa. Starting to power through that 400. Daniel Figueroa. They have different classifications for all of these athletes. But that is Daniel Figueroa. He is from Alabama. He is going to take it at 104.93, so a 64.93 for Figueroa. Nice run by that young man. And coming up next will be 5 sections of your boys' 400 meters. And they're bringing them out on the track already. Lane 1, Landon Burton of Alabama. Lane 2, Joshua Roberts of Georgia. Lane 3, Angelo Bello of Georgia. 9th grader Aiden Russell of Mississippi. James Watson in 5 of Alabama. Aiden Clark of Colorado in 6. And Ryder Malden of Alabama in 10. This is section 1 of 5 of your boys' 400 meters. Your fastest seed, a couple young men in lanes 3 and 4 and 5 with 54 second 400s to their credit. Gun is away. They are away now in section 1 of your boys 400 here at your Running Lane Track Championships.
In lane 1, we get the freshman from Alabama, Landon Burton. In lane 2, Joshua Roberts.
Of course, the 400 is the shortest of your distances here at Running Lane. The 400, 2,000 meter steeplechase, and 800, a mile, and a 3,200 are your races here. And that is James Watson out there in lane 5, I believe. I believe he comes in with a seed time of 54. Watson's going to take it. That is Watson from Alabama taking section 1, 52.41, so a nice PR for Watson there. 52.41. Angelo Bello from Georgia, 54.98. Aiden Clark, 55.55. So James Watson, 54.21 in Heat 1. Coming up, section 2 or heat 2, Leo LaFaso of Louisiana in 1, Thomas Wheeler of South Carolina in 2, Peter Boulware in Florida in 3, Carson Crick of Florida in 4, Larkin Lewis of Mississippi in 5, Jacarin Cuthbertson of South Carolina in 6, Ollie Bailey of Mississippi in 7, and an 8th grader, Spencer Parsons from Florida, out in 8. Fastest seed, we have a couple 52, Carson Crick and Larkins Lewis in 4 and 5. And lane 4 is Carson Crick. Larkin Lewis is not out there in 5.
In lane 1 from Louisiana, we have Leo LaFaso. In lane 3 from Florida, Peter Boulware.
But watch for Carson Crick in 4. 52-second seed time, and that is Crick out fast here as they approach the 200. Crick with a sizable lead here with about 1:20 to go. That is Carson Crick of Florida. Carson Crick of Florida in lane 4. Let's see what 51.73 for Crick. So we continue our PRs from yesterday on to today. Nice day with a very slight breeze. The rain has stopped for now. See a little bit of blue skies, but Carson Crick of Florida in 51.73. Peter Boulware of Florida in 2nd in 53.15. Coming up next is section 3 of 5. We have Paul Ciucci of North Carolina in 1, Trevor Mason of Alabama in 2, Maddox Turner of Alabama in 10, Kelton Reeves of Tennessee in 4, Alexander Albano of Georgia in 5, Brady Lubetsky of Florida in 6, Sebastian Gonzalez of Florida in 7, Dujon Wilson of Georgia in 8. Couple 51-second 400 seeds, Kelton Reeves in Tennessee and Florida, and Alexander Albano of Georgia in 5, and they are both juniors. So watch for 4 and 5 here. That will be Reeves and Albano. And they are away.
In lane 1, a freshman from North Carolina, we got Paul Quickie. In lane 2 from Alabama, Trevor Mason. In lane 4 from Tennessee, Kelton Reeves.
That is Reeves and Albano on the inside there, making up the stagger. Just under 200 to go here. That is Kelton Reeves in lane 4 out here. Does Albano have anything to catch him? But Reeves starting to pull away now. That's Kelton Reeves of Tennessee. And Reeves is going to take section 3 and 51.77. Dujon Wilson 52.25 and Paul Ciucci 52.45. But Kelton Reeves is your winner from Tennessee in 51.77. Coming up next will be section 4 of 5 of your boys 400 meters. We did have a rain delay, so we've had some did not starts here, but scheduled. I see lane 2, which is Lucas Franks of Arkansas. No one in lane 3. In lane 4, Nehemiah Kaiser of Kentucky, a 9th grader. In lane 5, Cale Key from Alabama. Lane 6, Josiah Ashton from South Carolina. Lane 7, Max Leland of Georgia. And lane 8 is Colson Brennan. Got some 50 flat guys right there on the inside in lanes 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 2. So this should be an interesting one. Young men trying to get under 50.
On your mark.
All right, in lane 2, we got Arkansas, Lucas Franks in lane 4 from Kentucky.
And moving out here,
In lane 5 from Alabama, Cale Key.
this is section 4 of 5. Young men here trying to get under 50, all coming in with seed times of 50 and 51.
Lane 8 from Georgia, it's Colson Brennan.
This is lane 7.
This is Max Leland of Georgia there.
That was lane 6.
For the boys, 400-meter run.
That was Max Leland of Georgia, 49.88. He did get under 50. And Lucas Franks right at 50.59. Nehemiah Kaiser, 50.72. So Max Leland in section 4 is our first young man under 50 with a 49.88, and that is the time to beat. Coming up next will be section 5, our final section. In lane 1, we have David Reed
All right, next up,
scheduled to run.
section of the boys 400.
We have Rohan Gazula of Georgia in 2, Preston Barnes of Alabama in 3, Brandon Jordan of North Carolina in 4, Isaac Battles of Alabama in 5, Malachi Carroll of Alabama in 6, Keaton Johnson of Louisiana in 7, and Elias Naramore of Florida in 8.
In lane 4, the junior from North Carolina, it's Brandon Jordan. In lane
You okay,
5,
babe?
the senior from Alabama, it's Isaac Battles. In lane 6, also from Alabama, it's Malachi Carroll. In lane 7, the senior
All right.
from Louisiana, it's Keaton
So we've got Preston Barnes of Alabama with a 49. We have 2 seeds, Brandon Jordan of North Carolina and Isaac Battles with 48s. Should be a good one.
On your mark.
And they are set to go here. Our final section of your boys 400.
Everyone in this section run 48, 49 seconds here.
Looks like Keston Johnson out fast here as they approach the 200.
Coming up on 200 meters there, 21, 22 on the clock for these guys.
Guys on the inside here charging hard. See how they look coming out of the turn, and that is lane 5 with the lead right now. That is Isaac Battles. That is Battles and Reed in 1. Battles trying to hang on, but Battles tying up there. Oh, what a close race. And it might have been David Reed in 1. No, it was Keaton Johnson in lane 7, 49.43. Reed in 1, 49.49. Jordan faded there just a little bit, 49.69. Isaac Battles, 49.99. Preston Barnes, 49.99. So we have 5 boys go under 50. Very, very close race there at the finish, but Keaton Johnson from Louisiana, I believe, 49.43 is your boys 400-meter winner. Moving through the day here after a rain delay this morning. Coming up is going to be the first section of our miles. We have 3 sections of mixed miles where we see girls, boys, men, women running. Fastest seed is a 6:08 by Charlie Badorf. We saw him earlier in the 400, I believe. He's from Tennessee. So we've got Badorf, Newsom, Wood, Perry, Edwards, Lindstrom, Boland, Starkey, Ulam, Kiefer, Ward, Goldsmith, Starkey and Stroh, Stucker, Muxlow, Ward, and Robinson in this first mixed mile. They are off the first section of the mixed mile. Young guy taken off. Young girl right behind him. Of course, don't suspect they'll maintain that. See the field stretched out here quickly in this mixed mile. And we got some youngsters out there. .126, so that's the 88, 87, 88 for the first 400. Little boy is starting to pull away here. Little girl hanging right with him. And that is Charlie Badorf of Tennessee. And it can't be right because, yeah, it is. It's Brooklyn Wood of Alabama. I thought we saw Miss Wood last night in the mixed 3200. No, not positive though. But Baldorf and Wood out front through the 800 in 3 minutes. That is Paul Newsom out front here. And he is just ahead of Charlie Badorf. And young lady moving into second. Young lady sprinting, that is Brooklyn Wood moving up there. Brooklyn Wood. Running a nice mile for that young lady. She's going to finish it in 6:08 for Brooklyn Wood. That is Paul Newsom, of 6:05.63, and Brooklyn Wood from Alabama, a 6:09.05. Charlie Badorf, a 6:09.97. Young lady there in second had a great kick, looked good the whole way. And that's going to do it for section 1 of your mixed mile. And we are running a mile today, not a 1600. Everyone finishing up here. If you are just joining us, we are just starting your mixed mile, several sections. We were on a rain delay this morning. We have completed all of your 400s and are into the miles, which will culminate tonight in your boys and championships just before 10 o'clock this evening. Looking for excitement in the boys and girls championship races. Boys side, we have the opportunity to get the first sub 4 minute mile ever here at Running Lane. Several young men. Coming up next in Heat 2. Section 2, Kaylee Cole of South Carolina, Draven Patterson of Alabama, Darren Campbell of South Carolina, Drew Bell of Alabama, Luke Rodriguez of Colorado, Ada Magnum of North Carolina, Sejan DeLong of Louisiana, Grace Goslin of Alabama, Reese Busquet of Alabama, Madison Marshall of Georgia, Luke Caldwell of Georgia, Donald Ellis of Georgia, Walter Underwood of Tennessee, Adam Jackson of Texas, John Beck of Alabama, Debbie Moss of Colorado, Harrison Johnson of Arkansas, and Aria Fulbright of Colorado. That's section 2 of your mixed 1 mile run. They're getting ready to go here.
On your mark.
And we are away in section 1. Or excuse me, section 2 of your mixed mile. I can't read it, Chris. I'll get it in a minute. This is section 2 of your mixed mile. If you are just joining us now, you're watching Running Lane Track Championships 2025 here in Huntsville on mile splits and FloTrack. We are also on Flow Sports TV at this time. We appreciate you joining us. We are into the miles now after a rain delay. And this is section 2 of your mixed. They are through in 78, 79 for your first 400 meters here. Your leader is Darren Campbell of, I believe, North Carolina. And went through in 78 for the first 400. But Darren Campbell out to about 10 meters right now. Second lap. And in these races, we have a mixed group of young, old, male, female, and seed times. There goes the hat. Coming through the 800 and 236, 237. This is Kaylee Cole out front. 237 at the 800 for Miss Cole. Sejan DeLong was in second at 241, so Cole almost a 4-second lead through the 800. Cole coming up, 600 meters to go now.
Okay. So this guy right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is Kaylee Cole. She was your number 1 seed. Cole, 400 meters to go, and she is right at 4 minutes. And Sejan DeLong was in second, right at 4:05. So 5-second. Young man moving up in third. Walter Underwood's got his sights set on second. But Cole starting to pick up her tempo here as she goes down the backstretch. But Walter Underwood, young man, looks like he's moving on DeLong in second. Just under 200 meters to go for Cole. Kaylee Cole of, I believe, North Carolina. Looks like Cole is going to take section 2 or heat 2 of your mixed 1 mile run. And DeLong is going to hang on for second. 5:21 for Cole, I believe. Taking section 2, 5:21.56. DeLong second. Nothing official yet, but I believe DeLong was at 5:24.39, and Walter Underwood, the young man, at 5:26.93 in third. As they're finishing up section 2 of your mixed mile. But Kaylee Cole, a 5:21.56. Young lady ran a 81 last 400. And coming up will be our last section. I apologize, it is showing me a compiled from the last 2 sections, and I do not have a start list for section 3. But if you're joining us, this is the RunningLane Track Championships 2025 coming to you from Huntsville. My name is Mark Stonecipher with Mile Splits. We are streaming live on Mile Splits, FloTrack, and Flow Sports TV. There we go. In section 3, Elias Found of Arkansas. Landon McSwain, James Brown, North Carolina. Paul McCall, North Carolina. Jonah Hartman, Arkansas. Matthew Hiles, Alabama. Kohler Matthews, Arkansas. Kyle Zabo, Tennessee. Chad Muxlow, Georgia. Sophie Santucci, Mississippi. Connor Smith, Georgia. Coy Fowler of Tennessee. Addison Bush of Colorado. Miles Fowler of Tennessee. David Dixon of Alabama. Jack Barasset of Florida. Gary Grossman of Colorado. And James Smith of Georgia. 421 is your fastest seed, and that is Elias Found in lane 1. 421, not a bad time for a mixed 1 mile. Landon McSwain of Georgia comes in with a 430, so we could see a pretty good race here up front. Getting ready for your final section of your mixed mile. Going to be joined here in just a few minutes by Mr. Will Grundy from the fantastic state of Texas. And I'm not sure what the delay is. But we have 18 people scheduled in this heat, and they are away. But 421 is nothing to look down upon here, and Found is out fast. See what kind of shape he is in for a mixed 100, or a mixed mile. So young man comes in with a 421 seed time, and he is out, showing why he is at 421. That is Elias Found. Through in 106, 107 for Found. Followed by, hopefully this comes up here in a second. That was Jonah Hartman in 108, right behind Found in 107 he came through. That is Elias Found here. Found a 421 seed coming through your 800 meters right at 211, 212. So he's right on pace in that low 420s range. and obviously pulled way away from everyone. Of course, your crucial lap here is your third lap, the last 900 meters or so. Found still looking good. Running by himself, basically. Elias Found of Arkansas. Found coming up, 500 meters to go for Elias Found. Gonna have to pick it up a little bit to get under that 4:21, 4:20 though. $3:19.320. I don't think he's going to do it unless he's got a 60-second 400 in him here. 3:20.92 for Found at the 3/4. Remember, we are running a full mile, not a 1600. Starting to pick it up a little bit, a little quicker rhythm here. As he approaches 200 to go. Elias Found. He is right on the lights, whatever they were set for. On the inside lane there, you can see the timing lights. And the athletes are given a choice before the race what they want them set on. And that is Found 4:27, basically. He's going to take section 3 of your mixed 1 mile run. Elias Found from Arkansas, 4:27.44. Second place coming up here, I believe it's going to be Jonah Hartman. Still nothing official, but I believe that was Hartman in 4:53.43. Paul McCall was in third in 4:56.89. Those are your contestants and the athletes that went sub 5 in section 3. So you finish up. We're going to have your boys' miles first, and we will start with section 29, usually looking at 29 sections of the 200, not the mile, but we're going to work our way down to some, hopefully, a sub 4-minute mile this evening. In section 1, and they have not brought these young men out. We're going to see Caleb Camouche, I think from Louisiana, Oliver Hester, Isaac Livingston, Joshua Johnson, McCoy Hunter, Austin Heath, Russell Hankins, Asher Lee, Brett Schlossberg, Troy